My dear audience, brace yourselves, for today we unlock the psyche of the relentless, the soul that shatters barriers, laughs at impossibilities, and transforms agony into triumph. This is the story of being outnumbered, outmaneuvered, yet undefeated. Picture this: a lone figure standing defiant, as the tide of adversity crashes with merciless force, threatening to bury them beneath its weight. The world's arsenal, locked and loaded, aims squarely at their heart, daring them to falter. Most would crumble under such pressure, wouldn't they? Most would fold, retreat, or simply vanish into the abyss of mediocrity. But not you. Oh, not you. You faced this before. Outnumbered. Yes. Overpowered. Of course. But defeated. Never. They brought their blades sharpened, their traps carefully laid, their legions thirsty for your demise. They surrounded you like a pack of wolves salivating at the thought of your collapse. They believed it would be effortless as slaughter, not a fight. But each time they struck, you didn't shatter, you sharpened. Every insult, every betrayal, every crushing blow, it became your grindstone. Yes, they had numbers. They had strength in multitudes. But you had strength in purpose. They fought to dominate. You fought to survive. They schemed to break you. You resolved to show them you were unbreakable. Their arrogance blinded them to your unwavering determination, while your focus burned like an unyielding flame. You stood alone in the arena, scarred, battered, without reinforcements, staring down a swarm of adversaries convinced of their victory. Their laughter echoed with overconfidence. But numbers mean nothing when facing someone with nothing to lose. They underestimated the sheer brilliance of desperation and the indomitable power of resilience forged in pain. They forgot a cornered fighter doesn't cower, it strikes. And strike you did. They pushed, and you pulled them into chaos. They surrounded you, but you turned their ambush into your opportunity. You anticipated their every move, exploited their weaknesses, and attacked with such precision that fear consumed them. You became their storm, their wildfire, the catastrophe they never prepared for. Victory wasn't because you were stronger. No, brute strength alone doesn't win wars. It wasn't just your intellect, though it carved paths through their defenses. They lost because they underestimated the will of a soul that refuses to surrender. Outgunned. You didn't match firepower, you became the inferno. Outmatched. You didn't overpower them, you dismantled them with their own arrogance. True triumph isn't about overpowering enemies, it's about enduring their worst and emerging unbowed. You endured their storm, rose from their ashes, bloodied but undefeated. Victory demanded sacrifice, pain, and pieces of yourself you may never recover. But even broken, you were not destroyed. Brokenness became your blueprint for reconstruction, and what emerged was a force they could never touch. Now you stand victorious, a symbol of resilience. Their disbelief is palpable as they search for excuses, calling it luck, a fluke. Let them cling to their delusions. Deep down, they know the truth. You dismantled their pride, exposed their fragility, and rewrote the narrative. They know no matter how many times they challenge you, the outcome will be the same, because you've already conquered the battlefield of the mind. So let them come. Let them bring their armies, their weapons, and their plots. Show them the raw power of an unbreakable spirit. Prove that true strength isn't measured by numbers or brute force, but by relentless willpower. Make them witness that even in the face of overwhelming odds, you can rise, defiant and unstoppable. Victory, however, isn't the finale, it's the prologue to something greater. Now, you're not just a survivor, you're a legend, a ghost haunting their ambitions. They'll whisper your name with a mix of awe and fear, knowing they can never truly defeat you. Let them regroup, rebuild, and come at you again. They'll try, but they'll only be arming you further. You've learned their vulnerabilities, studied their patterns, and now you're prepared to strike with precision unmatched. Their attempts to fight won't be battles, they'll be their own undoing. The ultimate revenge isn't just surviving, it's thriving. It's rising so high they can't even see you. It's living a life so extraordinary their efforts to diminish you become laughable. Their hatred fuels your ascent. Their fear becomes your weapon. And every encounter reminds them of their failure. But you don't stop, you don't settle. This victory is your stepping stone to unparalleled greatness. Chaos isn't your adversary, it's your canvas. Battles aren't burdens, they're your proving grounds. And now, With triumph in your blood, you crave more not out of vengeance, but for the ultimate validation of your power. Let this be their warning. You face their worst and emerge triumphant. The next time they dare, they won't just lose, they'll vanish in your shadow. You are no longer just a warrior, you are a force of nature. And forces of nature don't bow, don't break, and don't lose. So, let the world come at you with all its might. You'll be ready, standing tall, waiting to show them that being outgunned and outmatched doesn't matter when you are the one writing the rules. When the dust settles and silence reigns, you'll remain unshaken, undefeated, and more powerful than ever. Because you are the storm. You are the inferno. And you are the victory they'll never comprehend. And yet, the story doesn't end here. No, this is just the beginning of your legend. They will return, oh, they will regroup, whispering new schemes, convincing themselves that this time will be different. But they don't understand. They never will. For every time they come, you'll already be steps ahead, sharper, stronger, and fiercer than ever. They believe their strength lies in numbers, but numbers cannot stand against the singular, focused resolve of a spirit like yours. Numbers can't defeat the person who's transformed pain into purpose and setbacks into strategy. You don't just survive, you evolve, you adapt, you rise higher, and each time they test you, they are unknowingly forging a more dangerous opponent. What they fail to grasp is that you thrive on challenge. Their attacks are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones. Every arrow they fire becomes your armor. Every betrayal they plan fuels your fire. They think they're weakening you, but they're only feeding the very force they fear the most. Understand this, your power isn't just in your ability to endure, it's in your ability to redefine the game entirely. You don't play by their rules anymore, you create your own. When they try to confine you within their expectations, you shatter the walls and rewrite the script. You don't just win the battle, you obliterate the entire battlefield. And what happens when they look at you now? They see someone they can't comprehend, a force they can't calculate, a presence that doesn't fit into their limited understanding of power. You are no longer just a person to them, you are a symbol of everything they cannot control. So let them watch, let them plan, let them bring their might once again. You'll be waiting, ready to remind them why they trembled in the first place. Ready to show them that while they stayed the same, you became unstoppable. You're not just a survivor anymore, you're a phenomenon. This isn't about proving them wrong anymore. It's about proving yourself right. It's about standing at the edge of every challenge and declaring, I will not be moved. I will not be moved. I will not be broken. I will rise and I will reign. They will come and you will conquer. Because you've learned the greatest truth, true power isn't given, it's earned. And you've earned every ounce of it through blood, sweat, and unrelenting resolve. And when the dust of their failure settles once again, you'll still be standing. Not just victorious, but untouchable. You are the storm that rewrites destinies. You are the fire that consumes impossibilities. You are the force they will never conquer. And now, my dear audience, let this be your declaration. Stand unyielding. Stand unstoppable. Let the world know that no matter what it throws at you, no matter how many times it tries to break you, you will rise. Every single time. Because this isn't just your story, it's your legacy. And legacies like yours are eternal.